Next up here on the Fantasy Flex is a segment we call Elite Entries, where Sean and I dive into the PrizePicks app and compare our player projections to the props to build some entries. We'll do two each for this show. Sean, start us off with your first PrizePick Elite entry for week number 10.
I'm going with Trevor Semien under 220 passing yards against the Titans. This should be a run-heavy game script for the Saints. He didn't look great last weekend. We have to monitor Alvin Kamara's injury, but either way, they have Mark Ingram now, so they can lean on him. But this could be a spot where they use Taysom Hill a lot more. And whenever you have a quarterback who you can't even project to take every snap under center, they have a really low floor in the passing yard market. So again, he could play every snap and I still could see him going under this, but just given that we don't know, how much playing time he's going to get, how much playing time Taysom Hill's going to get, there's just too much uncertainty. So, I like the under in situations like that. So give me the under 220.5 passing yards for Trevor Semien.
Yeah, this might be a smash under because the threat of an in-game benching, even if he does start, is up there. So love it. For my first PrizePick Elite entry for week 10, I'm going Dalvin Cook over 85.5 rushing yards. He's facing the last ranked Chargers defense in terms of run DVOA. Cook's median in his last 5 games is 110 rushing yards. I have him projected for 105 median against the Chargers. He's averaging 92.3 on the year. So all of the metrics kind of point toward, even in a normal matchup, Cook is a good shot at clearing this number against the Chargers. I think it's just a smash with this worst run defense. So over 85.5 rushing yards for Dalvin Cook. All right, Sean, where are you going for your second PrizePick Elite entry for week 10?
So I'm also going with an elite running back to go over 85.5 rushing yards this week, and that's Jonathan Taylor at home against the Jaguars. Just take Jonathan Taylor over whatever his rushing yard prop is against bad teams. So he ran for 145 yards against the Texans at home, and then he ran for 172 yards against the Jets at home last week, and now he gets the Jaguars at home. And he just got his offensive line back healthy. So it's been 2 games now. He's had the starting 5 offensive linemen ready to go. So, I think this is a smash spot for him. Yes, the Jaguars run defense might have been a little bit better than we anticipated going in this year, but either way, Jonathan Taylor is going to tear it up. Love his over 85.5 rushing yards as well.
Yeah, I think Cook and Taylor, top two running backs for this week. I'm going to close it out with Donovan Peoples-Jones under 45.5 receiving yards against the New England Patriots. You never want to take these kind of ancillary receivers against Bill Belichick defenses. We've seen that over the last few weeks. But Peoples-Jones has had 39 or fewer yards in 4 of his 7 games. I'm projecting him for just 35 yards. Just because Odell Beckham is not on the team doesn't mean Peoples-Jones' production is going to change drastically. His usage pretty much stayed the same with Odell in or out of the lineup. Anthony Schwartz also seeing an uptick. So Donovan Peoples-Jones, doubt he does much against this Belichick defense. Under 45.5 receiving yards for him. All right, that's going to wrap it up for our PrizePicks Elite Entry segment for early week 10. As a recap, Sean is going Trevor Semien under 220.5 passing yards and Jonathan Taylor over 85.5 rushing yards. And I am going with Dalvin Cook over 85.5 rushing yards and Donovan Peoples-Jones under 45.5 receiving yards. As a reminder, PrizePicks markets do move, so you want to get on it fast in order to lock in the best numbers. If you haven't created a PrizePicks account yet, check out the link in our episode description, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. Or you can visit prizepicks.com and use the promo code ACTION10. That's ACTION10.